Hello everybody and welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel where we talk about everything music from death metal to Queen and everything in between. So I'm in the middle of updating my iMac, so while we wait for that to happen, I decided to make a really quick short video on something that's really awesome that really needs to happen. And that is my making cables for my pedal board, which is a mess. Quick shout out to the guys at D'Addario, you guys are awesome, always hooking me up. Okay, so they sent me this, which is called the DIY Solderless Cable Kit. And that's exactly what this is. It's a kit that you can make your own cables from, and you don't even have to solder them, which makes it a lot faster and a lot easier to do. So check this out. This is what it comes with. It comes with 10 feet of cable, then you get 10 different connectors, and you get the screwdriver and the cable cutter. And of course, you can always buy a longer cable or more connectors if you need to. Okay, so that sounds simple enough, right? Let's open this up and let's get to work. Okay, so this is the sad part. I hate doing this. I hate breaking packages. For some reason, I love packaging. Anyway, here we go. Here's the cable. Ooh, there's the code for the player's circle, which if you're not in it, I suggest that you go in and join. It's free and you get points for all the D'Addario purchases you make. And then you can redeem those points for, free D'Addario stuff. So that's great. Okay, so here we go. Here's the cutter. This is the cable cutter. Then we get the connectors. I'm gonna make a mess here. Oh, that actually went better than I thought. Yeah, way better than expected. And this is the screwdriver. Oh, here we go again. There we go. Okay, screwdriver, connector, and cable. Check that out. Okay, so this is the connector, and it actually feels like a really good connector. This is the screw that we have to tighten in. Here's the screwdriver, D'Addario branded. It's a flat screwdriver, which I don't actually have one, so that comes in handy. And this is the cable cutter. Let's see how easy that is to work with. Okay, so just for shits and giggles, let's try this out. So I'm supposed to just grab that, put that in there. I have to loosen the screw. Let's get that nice and loose. There you go. See, it slides right in. Then we have to twist it. We tighten the screw till it goes through, and that makes the connection. They're not the first ones to do this, but they actually do feel a little bit better than the other ones I've seen. Okay, so let's get to it. Let's not make this video any longer than it needs to be. Let me show you how to make one cable, and then I'll show you the before and after on my pedal board when it's all done.
The next day.
Okay, so check this out. I decided that I need more cables like this guy right here. So what I'm going to do is measure this cable and make a cable just like this using the cable kit. Okay, here we go. It should be super simple. We've got cable. We've got connector 1, which is this guy right here. We got the original cable we want to replicate, and now we just got to cut it. So we actually do get the cable cutter tool, which is this guy right here, and it's super simple to use from the videos I've seen. First time trying this, so don't judge. You should go in there and just clip it. That was easy. And now we need a second connector for the other end, obviously. Okay, so now what we have to do is we have to actually twist this guy up very much. And then use the included screwdriver and just tighten that up. Okay, so there you go. Connector 1, connector 2. Now mind you, every time you do this, you have to actually loosen it up a little bit first. And just tighten it all up. And there we go. Completed cable. Now the cool thing about this is also that, you can actually have them be like that, as opposed to like this, which when I first got it, it was just like this. They both faced the same side. So you can actually make this guy face whichever side you need. So that's really cool. I could do something like this, for instance. No problem. Okay, so let's put it to the test. Let's see if it works. Okay, so let me work on my pedal board and I'll show you a before and after. Alright guys, so it's been a couple of days and I am really happy with the results. I will show you a before and after in a second, but before I do that, there's a couple of things I just want to mention. First of all, the connectors are way smaller than the ones I had before on different cables, so you can actually compact all the pedals together a little bit more, and that in turn saves you a little bit more room. So now I can fit about 8 pedals where before I could fit only 7, so that's a really cool thing. That's awesome. Second, it's very easy to make the cables, but don't get cocky, because that's what happened to me on one of them, and I ended up having to check each individual cable to see which one was faulty. Faulty, basically which screw wasn't tight enough, because I forgot to tighten it all the way in. And third, and more importantly, a lot of people are complaining about the fact that, solderless cable is not as good as a solder cable. And there's some truth to that fact. I mean, a solder cable is actually gas tight, which means that it's a solid connection, and of course it's soldered, so you can actually move it and pull on it and yank on it and it'll still be soldered, unless it comes unsoldered and then you just resolder it and everything is fine again. With these cables, I can probably see it being a little bit more flimsy per se, not being as tough. But, because of the fact that these cables are just going to stay in the studio, I'm not going to be like unplugging cables and plugging cables back in all the time constantly, or treating cables like they were lassos and stuff like that. I mean, cables are going to be gently used, so I have no problem with that. And as far as sound goes, I did not notice a difference. In fact, because of the fact that it's all the same cable now and it's all decent quality cables and connectors, it's actually sounding a little bit better than the monstrosity I had before, where I had different cables from different companies, some really good cables, some really bad cables. I just had whatever I had before, and it worked, but now it sounds a little bit better. I mean, you can definitely tell the difference in gain and quality of sound. So that's great. Anyway, just wanted to clarify that. Let me show you the before and after, and thanks D'Addario one more time for hooking a guy up. You guys are awesome. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please drop me a like if you did. Drop me a comment in the comment section down below. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel like a man if you haven't yet. And if you enjoyed the content and you want to help the channel out big time, make sure to check out my Patreon in the description box below. A little goes a long way and we surely do appreciate it. I will see you guys next time. Pat out, metal on, dudes.